Good afternoon, fans. This is your girl from Mel's Chat, and this is episode 290, and it's my birthday episode. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. I have been thank you to everybody who came out to wish me happy birthday on social media, my family, my friends, whoever is watching this. And I am just so blessed. I've been to so many places in Las Vegas. Some things I'm going to share with you, but not at this moment. This is my birthday episode. It's all about me. And if I come out with a little like, oh, and this was what happened, just keep following me. So covering obviously Rampage and Dynamite, which I fucking watched on the plane. Holy shit, I fucking go away for 5 fucking days, and this is what happens. I read up on what's going on Raw and so forth. So we're just going to be covering Rampage, Raw, and Dynamite because I did SmackDown last week for Backlash. Speaking of Backlash, the review is up on my channel. Go check it out. It's nice and cold on a day like today. Also, go check everything else on my YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on my bell for all notification. And I'm hoping that I can get to go live even more, which I love going live. It's a blast. So I want to also say that I'm going to be covering Double or Nothing and what is it called? Do the weekly show. I'm going to just convert it into a big preview and predictions because after every event I'm going to go hopefully go live and I don't have to worry about this whole situation. So it'll be easier for me. I'll give you all my preview and predictions, all my little things, because we also have to fucking goddamn do, I think, Battleground, I think it is, or Roadblock or something like that. And I see know why I'm even going to cover it, but it is what it is, and it's a premium live event. So guess what I'm going to have to do? Cover the fucking thing. So, I am now a year older. This time last week, I was going completely crazy because I went to go see my son and whatnot. And he gave me his birthday cards. He called me and whatnot because he doesn't live with me, so to speak. He's in a facility because of he has autism and he can't. I am thankful for because then it gave me the wherewithal to go on vacation and be an adult and experience things and I had a great time. All I'm going to tell you is I've been to the Stratosphere, the Venetian, the Caesar's Palace, the Bellagio, the Golden Nugget, the Aura, and the Stratosphere. So I was doing it up in Las Vegas. Been to the pool, got a little color. I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, I got a little color, skin cancer. So I don't want to, push my limits on sunbathing, which I miss terribly. I look so pale in the summer. That's why I switched to some sort of bronzer in the summer, so it makes me look like I have some sort of color all over my body. So we're gonna go through this really, really quick. After this, I gotta go put my air conditioning in. It is so fucking warm here. I go to Las Vegas. It's actually warmer here than it was in Las Vegas. And I ain't kidding you at this point. It is like almost 90 fucking degrees right now. It's 86 degrees. And I don't even know what the heck is going to go for the rest of the week. Yeah, it's going to go back down to the 70s. And then, yeah. And then Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be 68, 67. I ain't pushing this. So it's going to go, I'm going to put my air conditioner on. And I'm going to make sure that I stay cool tonight because I would like to sleep very soundly. I'm going to be wearing my new shorts, my new hoodie that I got from Las Vegas, which was a birthday present to myself and Mother's Day. Speaking of Mother's Day, let's get right down to it. Why don't you do yourself a favor? Get a rush order or go to the local CVS, Target, Walmart, and get your mother a freaking get yourself your mother's a good razor, get your wife a good razor, She's probably stealing your razors as it is. So just let's just do away with it. Go to Harry's and get your shaving essentials and your toiletry essentials, because I actually use the night cream, the day cream, the eye cream, the shaving post balm, the shaving spray, and it's amazing. It's so soft. It makes my legs so silky smooth, and I love every going out and getting it from the women's side of the bandwagon here. So please do me a favor, go to harrys.com and get your shaving and toiletry essentials. And my hair is fucking crazy today. Also, if you have a beard, and I'm representing the t-shirt because I brought this to Vegas, and you know, I it was a clean t-shirt yesterday. I'm still kind of in sort of my pajamas, so, and I'm on vacay time. He knows has a beard, women, men, whatever. Go get your essentials there. Also, Father's Day is coming up. Hint, hint. He has a beard, go and get his go get him a basket, and you'll be the favorite son, nephew, grandson, whatever, the favorite boy in the family. Um, Please do me a favor, go check out the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. If you want to murder your thirst, go do it with spring water, sparkling water, flavored sparkling water, and now iced tea. So go check that. Go check out the people over at deathwishcoffee.com and get your ass in gear and wake the fucking dead, so you don't feel like you are dead on your feet. So go check them out. Please do me a favor and go support the people over at House of Glory, HOGWrestling.net. Their next, I believe it's either this weekend or next weekend, is their next event. If there's any tickets left, you got to go check them out at HOGWrestling.net. And I'm hoping it's going to be on Fight TV. Please, let's do that. Also, remember, I'm going to be covering Double or Nothing, Night of Champion Time, and whatnot. Sorry, NXT. I'll put you in for the regular run through of the show of my regular podcasts. All right, let's get this for Rampage. All right, Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Brothers, Penta El Zero Miedo and Ray Phoenix versus the AAA champion El Hijo del Vikingo versus QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, Powerhouse Hobbs, and QT Marshall. QT Marshall and El Hijo Vikingo begins the match for their respective teams. Vikingo connected with a springboard dropkick. He followed it up with an implosion Hurricane Rana. Vikingo nailed QT with a Phoenix Splash for a near fall. Ray Phoenix and Solo tagged in, and Phoenix took down the opponent with an arm drag. Phoenix connected with a heel kick. He tried for a knee bar, but Aaron Solo crawled over to Hobbs and tagged him in. Hobbs walked in to a thrust kick from Penta El Zero Miedo, but Hobbs trucked right through him. Hobbs proceeded to take out Phoenix and Vikingo. Hobbs used a delayed vertical suplex on Penta El Zero Miedo and dumped him out of the ring. QT Marshall rammed Penta headfirst into the steel ring post. Marshall Penta wiped out Solo and QT with a sling blade. Stick and move, said Jim Ross. The Lucha Brothers and El Helio Vikingo flew over the top rope with a triple topes on the opposition. Vikingo smashed Solo with a shooting star press, and then the Lucha Brothers used tandem offense on Solo. However, Hobbs was there to break up the pin attempt. Solo attempted a crossbody, but Vikingo caught him and planted him. Penta used a Canadian destroyer on QT. Ray Phoenix rocked Hobbs with a cutter. The action has stopped, but that's just because people are regrouping, said Jim Ross. Vikingo impaled QT with a destroyer off the ropes and onto the apron. Vikingo displayed his power with a German suplex on Solo after the assisted stuff pile stuffed pile driver. Penta Zieto Miano pins Aaron Solo. The table was set up on the outside. The ring prevented Hobbs from breaking up the pin. And I gotta blow this up because I can't see a bloody thing. Beautiful. Lexi Nair interviewed Chris Jericho outside his locker room. Jericho apologized on Wednesday. Jericho said he'd be taking some measures to protect himself from this happening again. Thanks for believing in me. Lock the door, yelled Jericho as he slammed it shut. TBS champion Jay Cargill versus Gia Scott. Gia booted Gia Jade booted Gia. Jay followed up with a pump kick and then made short work of her opponent with Jaded finisher. It didn't take long for the TBS champion to pee. If you watch JD, she fucking took an L the size of Mount Rushmore. Mark Briscoe versus Preston Vance. The Briscoe family was sitting ringside to support Chicken. Mark Briscoe used his redneck kung fu on Vance. Briscoe nailed Preston with a blockbuster off the apron. If you don't love Mark Briscoe, you don't love pro wrestling, said Tony Schiavone. Briscoe did somersault outside the ring, but Preston dodged it. Briscoe crashed hard onto a steel chair. Preston Vance capitalized by whipping Briscoe into the guardrail over and over. Back in the ring, Vance hit a German suplex on Chicken. Briscoe landed a solid shot on the jaw of Vance. The Vance chanted, "Let's go, Briscoe! Let's go, Briscoe!" Briscoe and Vance traded forearms. Vance changed strategies with a knee to the sternum. Briscoe ripped Preston Ford out of it. Preston, I got to use my freaking nose spray. Hold on. Briscoe and Vance traded forearms, and Vance changed strategies with a knee to the sternum. Briscoe rallied back with a lariat, taking Vance off his feet. Mark was looking for the J Driller, but pressed the Ford out of it. I got to do this. A steel chair out from underneath the ring. He thought twice and ditched it. Vance speared Briscoe from the apron into the ring for a near fall. Jose, the assistant, slid the chair into the ring, but ref Paul Turner stopped it with his foot. Mark used the steel chair as a launching pad and hurled his body over the top rope and down onto Vance on the arena floor. Mark brought Vance towards the center of the ring, spiked Vance with the J Driller, and then pinned Vance. The J Driller got it done, said Tony Schiavone. Mark always drawing the power of family, said Excalibur. Mark hugged his family after the match. I would actually like him to win the ROH championship. That would be a perfect place to go drop the title for Claudio to do that. Now, I watched this last match in full on, I think it was on Bleacher Report. Hilarious. And for good reason. We had the final deletion, and it was in the main event. The firm deletion match. Big Bill, All Ego, Ethan Page, and Lee Moriarty and Stokely Hathaway versus the FTW champ Hook, Isaiah Cassidy, and Matt and Jeff Hardy. This match took place at the Hardy compound. Hilarious. Okay? Fucking goddamn King Maxwell has a better fucking goddamn moonsault than fucking Charlotte Flair. And I kid you fucking not. Charlotte, please stop doing the moonsault. You're making yourself look like an idiot, okay? For Christ's sakes, not police. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. The firm pulled up to the compound in an SUV. Ethan Page smashed the mailbox with a baseball bat. The gates opened up. The firm, "I knew you come," said Matt Hardy. Big Bill taught out Cassidy. Page threw dirt in Matt's eyes. Big Bill whipped Jeff into a tree. Matt Hardy hit a snap suplex on Page on the lawn for a near fall. Delete. Delete, said Matt Hardy. Jeff Hardy grabbed a branch and used it on Big Bill. Maxwell and Wolfie drove their Power Wheels golf cart towards Hathaway, but luckily Hathaway got out of the way. All the men rolled towards the barn where like that they have like this warehouse built on the property that they practice and stuff like that. It's mostly for the kids and everything like that. So that was pretty that's actually cool to have. If you want to get into the wrestling business and you have your parents in it and you're able to do what they do and in regular wrestling ring, it's pretty cool. Or slammed. Matt threw it. Ethan Page yelled at Matt and said Hardy lied to him and embarrassed him. Big Bill waffled Matt with a steel chair. Big Bill has been a difference maker, although all throughout this match, said Excalibur. Hathaway was tased by Matt Hardy's father-in-law, Senor Benjamin. And then the Hardy kids jumped on Hathaway. Isaiah Cassidy connected with a swan dive on all the opponents off the deletion dome. Maxwell smashed Hathaway with it's a swanton. Even she guaranteed he could do a better fucking moonsault than fucking Charlotte Flair. Suplex. Ethan was surrounded in the ring. Matt Hardy told Ethan it was all his fault. Delete, said Matt, and then nailed him with a twist of fate. Jeff finished Ethan with a swanton bomb, and then Matt pins Ethan. It's over, said Matt Hardy. And we go right into Dynamite, which was from the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. So we're going to go to that. But please, or review, whatever you want to call it. You'll get all the haps of going on that, and you'll be all up to date, and that is that. I'm also going to be covering All In. I'm going to be covering Double or Nothing, All Out. The fucking summer is going to be crazy, 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 crazy. And I watched Dynamite on the plane, which was, oh my fucking God. Don Callis is a fucking dead man walking. I'm telling you. Where is fucking Mark Calloway when you need him? Seriously. He fucking goddamn. It was like he fucking turned on his son. And please, let's not compare this to Dominic and Ray, okay? There is nothing going to get to that. For Christ's sakes, Dominic has fucking heel heat that fucking grown fucking 60-year-old men would love to have in the wrestling business. And I love to see it. I love it. I love it. And I seen something on Twitter, and he's like, Dom Dom rocks. Dom Dom rocks. I'm like, yeah. And then he goes, and I'm like, oh, this cougar is going, meow. We start off with Double Jeopardy. Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli versus AEW Tag Team Champion Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion Ray Phoenix. Typo, sorry. The winner earns a shot at the other man's championship. Double Jeopardy says it all, says Taz during the opening match. Claudio ducked a reverse kick from Ray Phoenix. Claudio has done a great job of grounding Ray Phoenix, said Tony Schiavone. But then Claudio got bounced around with two tope suicidas from Ray Phoenix. The third time was not the charm, though, as Claudio caught Ray and then dropped him across the barricade outside the ring. Ray Phoenix walked the top of the barricade and clobbered Claudio with a Hurricane Rana onto the floor. The fans chanted, "This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome." Ryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta watched the match. Claudio fired back with a lariat, good for a near fall on Ray Phoenix. Claudio hoisted up Ray Phoenix and press slammed him over the barricade. Claudio and Ray Phoenix exchanged chops and uppercuts. Ray Phoenix rocked Claudio with a cutter. Cutter landed flush, said Excalibur. Ray Phoenix jumped off the top turnbuckle with a moonsault onto Claudio on the arena floor. Back in the ring, connected with a code red for a 2 count. Phoenix took Claudio off his feet with a thrust kick. Claudio came back. Ray Phoenix. Claudio hammered down with a hammer and anvil strikes. Claudio finished Ray Phoenix with a Ricola bomb and pinned him. And now Claudio gets a title shot against the Lucha Brothers. AEW World Champion MJF spoke backstage. He said the Pillars were like Beatles. MJF compared himself to Paul McCartney. Every great moment, and that is your AEW World Champion MJF, and my reign of terror has just begun. AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR, Dax Hardwood, and Cash Wheeler came to the ring and responded to the challenge from Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Dax Hardwood called out Mark Briscoe. He said FTR owes him an apology. It said the last outlaw. Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, Sanamat Singh, and Jay Lethal came to the ring. Why are we seeing fucking goddamn Jeff Jarrett on my screen? Honestly. Fucking 2023 and we're seeing Jeff Jarrett. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. And then people say, oh, well, they use their... We have fucking Edge, and we forget that he's a Hall of Famer. Because he actually is wanting to be seen. Jeff Jarrett doesn't... I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett. He's an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. So he goes and starts 2 promotions that he can't even fucking run himself. And then he goes and cries to the judges to try to get the fucking companies back. And now TNA, or now Impact, is in somewhat good hands with Billy Corgan. Go figure. I would watch that, but it's Thursday MLW. I need a night during the week without wrestling. Sorry, people. I'm asking you right now, FTR, do you accept our challenge at Double or Nothing in Las Vegas? Dax, I will accept your challenge if you guys admit to using Mark Briscoe to get to us. He's our friend. Mark Briscoe walked out onto the ramp with a microphone. Mark, you fellas need to relax. I talked to my friend Tony Khan, and in Las Vegas, it will be FTR against Lethal and Jarrett, and I'm going to be the special guest referee. Gotta see that. That just alone, that's giving me intrigue. I don't want to see fucking Jarrett, but I want to see what the whole fucking hoopla and the outcome of this whole situation. Mark Briscoe said they needed to be peace, and all had the men. A blinded Dax spiked Mark Briscoe with a pile driver. It's official for Double or Nothing. FTR against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal with Mark Briscoe as a special guest referee for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Renee Paquette interviewed the Ocho, Chris Jericho, backstage. Jericho, everyone is so happy that Adam Cole got the best of me while I was doing commentary. This is an unsafe work environment. I got legal counsel, and now I have a court order. If I'm in the arena, you're banned. Roderick Strong anywhere's match. Jericho accepted. Strong challenged to a match next week on Dynamite. 2 fucking weeks, and we see more Roderick Strong than we did when he was in NXT. And they couldn't use him on the main roster. Fucking idiots. Well, it's not Triple H's fault. It's fucking goddamn Vince McMahon for not knowing that he's got that on his in his payroll. Fucking morons. Fucking, I hate Vince McMahon. I hate him. Strong, I've got to get legal counsel, and JAS is banned next week. Renee Paquette is trying to get a word with Tony Khan about Miro, but Thunder Rosa went into Tony Khan's office before Renee could. Miro is back. Awesome. We want to see him. Thank you. So then we have returning Thunder Rosa. She's still hurt. Why is she there then? To show face? Probably. Seems like tonight's a good night to talk to Poppy Khan and Thunder Rosa. After a commercial break, Tony Khan was backstage with a microphone. Tony Khan, I'd like everyone to stay tuned to next week Dynamite for a huge announcement. Thank you. He's got to stop doing this. Why doesn't he? Oh no, because you got to have the fucking viewers to tune in to get the ratings. That's your new gimmick. AEW International Championship match. Freshly squeezed Orange versus Jericho Appreciation Society Daniel Garcia. After some dancing, Garcia went for a drop toe hold, but Orange escaped. Orange fired back with drop kicks with hands in his pockets. The champ drove Garcia into the barricades with a tope suicida. Daniel Garcia nearly took Orange head off with a running lariat. Garcia followed up by a planting Orange into the ring apron and then right across the guardrail. Garcia worked over Cassidy's injured knee in the ring. Garcia booted Orange, then struck him with a jumping pile driver. Orange fought back with a beach break. Garcia locked on the Dragon Tamer in the center of the ring. Orange tried to escape, but Garcia Orange's hand. Orange cradled Daniel Garcia and pinned Garcia. Christian Cage came out to the ring for an interview. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus come out to the ring for an interview with Tony Schiavone. Excalibur informed that the TNT champion Warlow and the enforcer Arn Anderson were not here tonight. Christian Cage, you want to know why I'm the number one contender for the TNT title? Because I'm Christian Cage. And when your name has get the title shot. I have a question for you, Tony. What's with all these wrestlers in AEW and all their daddy issues? Much like my previous opponent, my current opponent, Warlow, also had a father. But I'm not going to berate your father, Warlow, because he wasn't as famous. So no one cares about him. Arn Anderson's son, Brock, has a contract here in AEW. Arn Anderson is a bold-faced liar. He said he wanted to set up his son for success, but he tosses him aside for Warlow. How many times what are you going to do, Warlow, when you realize your legend is not as strong as me and was never as good as me? Next week, Warlow, you're going to stand in the ring and I'm going to look you in the eyes and you're going to realize your days as champion are over. Footage of Darby Allin at home training for a Double or Nothing. I'm going to Double or Nothing to become world champion. No holds bar match. Chris Jericho's Society's Anna J. A.S. versus the House of Black's Julia Hart. Julia Hart and Anna J. used to be best friends when they were in Anna J. was in the Dark Order, and then somehow she was also, trying to become affiliated, and also they were friends on the behind the scenes. As Julia was making her entrance, Anna J blindsided her. Julia retaliated by whipping Anna into the guardrail. Julia Hart pulled out a kendo stick and cracked Anna A.S. put a garbage can over the head of Julia Hart and then blasted Julia with a kick. Julia was withering in pain. Anna scattered steel chairs in the ring. Julia fought through the pain, popping Anna on the top turnbuckle. Julia superplexed Anna with Anna's lower back hitting the chairs. Julia Hart locked in the Heartless and forced Anna J to tap out. If they're going to drop the title to anybody, they needed to drop the title to one of these girls. I haven't seen Jade Cargill do any fucking hardcore matches. AEW World Trios Championship Open House match. The House of Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Malachi Black. Oh, by the way, Buddy Matthews, he's having a key eye, Mr. Dom Dom here. Sweetheart, she goes home to you. She goes to work with him. She's got the best of both worlds. You should be happy. You know, everybody should be honky dory here. Versus Bandito, the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta. When the fuck did Bandito join the best friends? When did Bandito become a joke? What happened to him teaming up with Roosh and his friend Andrade El Idolo? Joke. This is a fucking joke. AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy watched backstage on a monitor. This is the first match in an open house rules. I dig it, said Taz. Malachi tied up Trent in a leg lock. Brody barreled down with a senton. Trent connected with a thrust kick to Matthews. Malachi jumped on the apron to distract Trent. Buddy rolled up Trent for a 2 count. Bandito tagged in and hit a tornillo off the top rope. Bandito blasted Brody with a crucifix bomb. Bandito went for a springboard, but Buddy rocked Bandito with a knee strike. Chuck tagged in and nailed Buddy with a soul food. Brody tagged in, nailed Chuck with a Dante's Inferno, and pinned him. Kyle Fletcher from Aussie Open laid out Orange Cassidy, calling him out. So it's probably going to be the match for Double or Nothing. This is where we see the turn that we never thought we were going to see. We see Don Callis actually turn on Kenny Omega. And now this is the Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks that I like to see. Actually, I love to see. Because due to the fact is that I like the serious side. I don't like the fucking joking and the stuff they were doing with fucking Space Jam, okay, a couple months ago. Steel cage match. The Elites, Kenny Omega versus the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley. Bryan Danielson joined the broadcast booth for the match. Moxley charged at Omega as Omega was making his entrance with Don Callis. But the Young Bucks ran down to help their elite friend. The Elite and Blackpool Combat Club had to be separated by security. Moxley finally got into the ring and the match began. Omega chopped at Mox, but Mox fired back with chops of his own. Omega moonsaulted onto Moxley for a 2 count. Omega pulled out a steel chair wrapped in barbed wire from beneath the ring. Omega cracked Moxley in the head with the chair. Moxley punctured Moxley's back with a steel chair. Omega stomped the chair into Moxley's back. Omega attempted the springboard, but Moxley countered by shoving Omega into the steel cage. Omega answered with a bulldog on Moxley onto the chair. Omega body slammed Mox on the chair. Moxley suplexed Omega onto the chair. Moxley had the top rope and turnbuckle pulled off the ring, unhooking the cable around Omega's into the mouth of Omega. Moxley pulled out a bag of empty its contents in the ring, broken glass. Omega, you know what? I'm going to give you a little something here. Remember when Omega, I think it was Jericho and Omega, there was a glass broken. Could have been that. Maybe they were saving that. I don't know, but whatever. Omega rocked Mox with a knee strike. Omega hoisted up Mox for one wing angel. Moxley countered out with a choke. Kenny had encountered of his own, falling backwards, driving Mox back into the broken glass. A crucial counter by Omega, said Excalibur. Moxley pulled back with a choke. Omega fired back with a knee shot to Moxley. Kenny hit the Snapdragon suplex on Mox. Omega decimated Mox with a V-trigger, pushing him against and through the cage. Omega's leg was trapped jumped in the ring and pulled the screwdriver away from Moxley. Omega smashed Mox with a V trigger. Omega followed up with a one wing angel. Omega went for the pin, but Don Callis cracked Omega in the face with the screwdriver. Moxley covered Omega and pinned him. Danielson cackled on commentary. After the match, Don Callis took the screwdriver, lifted up, but threw it to the ground. Callis left a double main event, said Danielson. Next week, AEW Rampage, which is this week, Saturday at 10 p.m. And then they're going to be at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas for Dynamite. And we're going to be starting to gear up for the new show. They were announced that. And we're going to be also covering that on Saturday nights. So that is that. Now let's get to Raw, and I can get your ass out of here for the day and go enjoy. I have the worst stuffy nose, and it's kicking my ass. On Raw, the first that will take place newly drafted roster with United Champions less than a month away. WWE will look to announce the challengers for the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship with a lot on the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Trish Stratus returns. World Heavyweight Champion tournament. The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes. We open Raw with the package shows. The commentators welcome the audience to the show. Cody Rhodes' music plays, and he walks out. He gets on the mic and says he appreciates the reception from the crowd. He said this was his home during the pandemic. He wants to make another good memory tonight because they were in Jacksonville. That must have been fucking weird. Holy shit, that must have been fucking weird. Hey, Alyssa, how are you? I'm doing great. This is oh, so that must have been really fucking weird. Him being back in Jacksonville, knowing that he wasn't part of AEW, but he's part of WWE. And I know it's like who's on first, what's on second. I don't know. He's on third at this point. Anyway, he then says he has a daunting task of completing against Brock Lesnar at at Backlash. Cody says he discovered what Brock Lesnar was made of because he was over but now he's in the rear view mirror. It's clear what's next for him, which is the world heavyweight champion. He gets out of the ring and asks for the tournament bracket to be displayed on the Titantron. He says he will fight tooth and nail until he becomes the new world heavyweight champion. The crowd chants, "You deserve it." And then he says, "Let the tournament begin." So we start off, and all the competitors are in the ring. Damian Priest, who says his name is going to live forever after his street fight. He then says he will defeat Nakamura and Rollins by himself, and then it will be himself or Finn Balor brings the World Heavyweight Championship home to the Judgment Day. Damian Priest's theme song plays, and he walks out to the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura, and they're all in the ring. The match begins with Priest attacks Rollins and Nakamura. He then attacks Rollins in the corner. Nakamura fights back and kicks Priest. Rollins sends Priest to the outside. Nakamura knocks down Rollins and kicks him. Nakamura with a sliding German suplex on Rollins. Nakamura places Priest on the apron and delivers a knee to the back of his neck. Go to a commercial break. We come back. Rollins sends Nakamura into the turnbuckle. He hits a crossbody on Nakamura, and Priest rolls with a suicide dive for a splash and misses. Nakamura with a knee to the gut of Priest. He hits a diving knee cover 1-2 kick out. Rollins goes for the pedigree, but he's sent to the apron. He goes for a dive, but Priest catches him and hits a flatliner 1-2 kick out. Rollins super kicks Priest, and Nakamura kicks him in the head. All three men attack each other. Rollins with a suplex to Priest. Nakamura with a sleeper hold on Rollins. He escapes and hits a razor's edge, but his leg gave out and Rollins hit the stomp. Cover 1-2. Nakamura breaks it up. Nakamura and Rollins exchange strikes. Rollins with a forearm. He goes for it again and misses. Nakamura with a inverted exploder. He goes for a Kinshasa. Priest takes him out. He goes for South of Heaven, but Nakamura locks in a knee bar. Rollins breaks it up with a splash and hits a pedigree for the win. And I'm glad. I'm so sick of Roman. I know. Tell me something I don't know, Alyssa. And I'm glad that he won with the pedigree Rollins. Imperium is walking backstage, and they say Gunther will be on Raw next week because he's on his honeymoon. He finally did the show wedding with Ginny, and congratulations to them. They run into Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and they say they are here. Sami says they're in the middle of something and asks for 5 minutes. Vinci says they don't deal with disrespect. Sami asks them to come back in 5 minutes. They warn that they were putting themselves in trouble by disrespecting them. Sami says they will deal with Imperium tonight and challenges them to a match. Very quickly, we have Otis versus Mustafa Ali. We go to commercial break. The match begins with Otis knocks down Ali. Ali comes back with a couple of drop kicks. He is knocked down again with a shoulder tackle. Otis with another clothesline. Otis runs himself into the post. Ali climbs to the top rope and it hits a 450 splash for the win. Winner, Mustafa Ali. The Miz is backstage. He says he is the first ever 2-time Grand Slam champion. He says the fans will respect him when he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. The World Heavyweight Championship tournament, The Miz, Finn Balor, and Cody Rhodes. So they all get to the Miz goes out. Comes back from commercial break. Finn Balor goes out to the ring. Rhodes music hits. He goes out to the ring. The match begins, and Cody attacks Balor. Cody knocks down Balor and The Miz. He attacks Balor in the corner and suplexes him on The Miz. Cody drop kick on Balor. Miz with a power slam on Balor and Miz. He then hits a double Cody cutter. Rhodes with a disaster kick on Balor. Cover 1-2 kick out. Yeah, he's trying here. He's got Vince now up his ass in creative. And if Vince McMahon didn't come back, Cody Rhodes would be the WWE undisputed. Cody hits Crossroads, Miz and Cody out of the ring, but he comes back in and hits a 3 Crossroads on the Miz. 1-2. Brock pulls Cody out of the ring, hits an F5. Balor hits a coup de grace for the win, and winner is Finn Balor. After the match, Brock's F5, Cody through announce table. He gets on the mic and asks Cody what he wants to fight and challenge Cody to fight at Night of Champions. We go to commercial break. We come back. Cody is shown limping backstage. Rhea Ripley versus Dana Brooke. Oh my God, this was fucking blink of an eye. Rhea Ripley goes out to the ring. Then Dana goes out to the ring. The match begins with Rhea knocks her down. Dana plants Rhea to the mat with a bulldog. Rhea hits a backbreaker and hits a riptide. Then does something rip or something like that. So she changed it up for old Dom, and Dom got prison break. And I love it. I love the Judgment Day. I love it because everybody's going to rise for the Judgment Day. After the match, Ripley hits another riptide on Dana and locks her in the prison lock submission hold again. Natalya music comes out to the ring. She comes face to face with Rhea and walks away. Natalya is going to go after Rhea Ripley. After what she did to, oh my God, this is going to be hilarious. She's going to face her at Night of Champions. She's going to lose, and that's it. You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first. Byron interviews Zoe Starks, who says she is amazing at what she does. She approaches Nikki Cross and asks her what she's doing. She says weirdos like Nikki is why she will succeed and challenge her to a match tonight. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Imperium. Kevin Owens and out to the ring. Come back from commercial. Imperium goes out to the ring. The match begins with Sami Zayn and Ludwig Kaiser. Sami with an arm drag on Kaiser. Vinci tags in and attacks Sami from behind. Sami fights back with a clothesline. He climbs up. He climbs the top rope, but is shoved off by Kaiser. Tags in and attacks Sami. Vinci attacks Sami while the referee is distracted. They double team Sami. Commercial break. Kaiser dives Sami into the corner. Kaiser is sent outside. Sami tags out and Owens attacks Kaiser. Owens attacks Kaiser in the corner and hits a backdrop, then hits a clothesline. Owens attacks Kaiser in the corner. Vinci gets on the apron and Owens knocks him down. He then hits a neck breaker on Kaiser. Cover 1-2 kick out. Owens with a swanton bomb. Cover 1-2. Vinci breaks it up. Kaiser used to attack Owens. Owens fights back with a clothesline. Kaiser tags out and Vinci takes Sami out. Owens hits a stunner on Kaiser. He super kicks Vinci. Sami tags in and hits the haluva kick for the win. Winner Sami and Kevin. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green are backstage. They run into Xia Li. They ask her to sign something. They approach Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell. They say it's a petition for a WrestleMania rematch. They refuse to sign it. Gargano says the family's back together because it's the way. Yeah, I did that, so sue me. I'm a fucking Gargano mark, okay? I'm sorry. I'm a Candice mark. I love them both. They remind me of the goody two Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Nikki Cross versus Zoe Starks. Nikki goes out to the ring, then goes to commercial break. Zoe goes out to the ring. The match begins and she slaps Nikki. Zoe sends Nikki into the post and attacks her. Starks sent to the apron. She knocks down Nikki. She hits a vicious clothesline, cover 1-2 kick out. Zoe goes to work on Nikki. Starks runs into the turnbuckle. Nikki fights with a drop kick. She attacks to win. Zoe Starks wins her debut match on Monday Night Raw. Rhea and Dominic are backstage. Rhea says she welcomes pressure. She is interrupted by Xavier Woods and Akira Tozawa. Dominic gets in the face. Woods mocks him. Dominic threatens him and Woods says nothing. He's looking for a fight. Rhea accepts the challenge on Dominic's behalf. Trish is shown backstage walking to the ring. We come back from commercial break. Worried because Becky is missing. She then says Becky will be found and the fans will thank her. Trish insults Lynch's daughter. She says Lynch won't be coming back to Raw because because it's her show and her spotlight. She says no one will steal her spotlight. Becky Lynch music plays, but no one comes out. Trish starts laughing and she insults the crowd for being gullible. Trish tells a story of her daughter wanting a doll and she wanted to name it the doll Becky Lynch. Becky's music plays and she appears from behind Trish and she's right here if Trish wants her. Cody is backstage and he's icing his ribs in the trainer's room. Xavier Woods' music hits and he goes to the ring. And I can guarantee you those two are going to be at Night of Champions. Or it could be the next pay-per-view, which is possibly Money in the Bank. I don't know. It's going to be one of those two shows. There's a commercial break. Dominic goes out to the ring. The match starts and Dominic knocks Woods down. Woods comes back with a dropkick. He attacks Dominic in the corner. Dominic trips Woods into the turnbuckle and attacks him. Woods attacks Dominic against the ropes and hits a crossbody. Woods is sent outside. Dominic hits a three. We come back from commercial. Dominic hits a three amigos on Woods. Cover 1-2 kick out. Dominic Woods hit with a clothesline. Woods sent to the apron. He comes back with a DDT. Cover 1-2 kick out. Dominic with a spinning back elbow. Cover 1-2 kick out. Dominic stomps Woods. Dominic is stripped on the apron. Woods hangs him on the top rope and he jumps on him with a drop kick. Cover 1-2 kick out. Woods climbs to the top and he goes for an elbow drop, but Rhea pulls Dominic out of the ring. Dominic rolls up Woods for the win, and Dominic wins. Fucking activates my Cougar card, I swear. Finn is getting ready for his match tonight. Seth is also shown backstage before his match against Balor. There's a commercial break. Indus Share are backstage, and Jinder Mahal says they are ready to dominate Raw. Oh, please send them back to NXT. Willing to forget the disrespect of Nakamura. Teams with him. Nakamura says he will face Nakamura next week on Raw. Sonya and Chelsea are backstage, and Liv says they will sign their petition. Raquel says all they had to do was ask for a rematch. She says they will see them next week after they beat Damage Control. Sonya says they plan on Damage Control beating them, and they will face Damage Control. He doesn't good to be the first world heavyweight champion. He said he doesn't have anything else to say. He says this is the second time that Brock Lesnar attacked him for no reason. He says Brock attacked him since he has been the man around here. Rhodes accepts Brock's challenge for a fight at Night of Champions. So we have our first match, basically. Finn goes out to the ring they go to commercial break. Seth goes out to the ring. The match begins with Balor knocks down Seth and sends him out to the ring. He then goes after him, but Rollins hits a sling blade. Balor attacks Rollins, then he gets back in the ring. Balor powerbombs Rollins into the barricade. We come back from commercial break. Rollins fights back with a super kick and a clothesline. He then attacks Balor in the corner and hits a backbreaker. He goes for a dive, but Balor gets his knee up and transitions to kick out. Balor sent outside the ring. Rollins goes after him, and both men slam each other into the ring apron. Rollins sends Balor into the ring. Seth hits an enziguri. Balor returns with a Pele kick. Balor with a stomp to Seth. He climbs to the top rope, and Seth stomps him and hits a suplex. He goes for the Falcon Arrow, but Balor reverses it into the reverse DDT. Cover 1-2 kick out. Balor and misses. Rollins hits a pedigree, cover 1-2 kick out. Rollins goes for the stomp, but he misses, and he catches him with the inverted stomp. He then stomps him again for the win, and Seth Rollins is going to move on. And during that match, Balor did a buckle bomb on the guardrail. What I seen on Twitter. So that is that. Under an hour to go live again, which I love. It's a blast being live. I love doing it, and it makes my job a lot easier. And I don't have to at 10 o'clock at night record and upload it and worrying about it being good to publish. So I want everybody to have a great Friday. Please, again, go while you're here, share, subscribe. Turn on my bell for all notifications so when I go live, you know about it. MyExtraClassics.com. Go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. And please do me a favor. Remember to go get your Mother's Day gifts. I, for the second year in a row, can't go do that because my mother's in heaven and I miss her every single day. And it's weird. Now it's a whole year that's gone by, and now it's going to be two so much. And it kills me that she's not here. And, I miss her a lot. And I want everybody who has a mother or has a mother figure or thinks of a older woman or somebody who is taking care of them in their life, please honor them Sunday. I can't do that. I'm going to my aunt's house for Mother's Day. My son's going to be doing something and he wants to do it, and I got to let him do it. I'm proud of myself that I did that. Now that's over. I'm going to share a little bit of stuff that I did in Vegas, stuff that I can share with you, stuff that is, you know, that let's just say that won't get me arrested, okay? All right. I went to the pool, I went to the places that I listed. I was walking around Fremont Street, and I just saw the sights. It was amazing. Now, I'm trying to whatever I posted on Snapchat obviously is gone. But if anybody did follow me on Snapchat, you knew what I was doing. You knew that I was you basically was coming all along, but there was some things that like I couldn't show you because of the fact of what's goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yes. And I'm gonna let you in on a little thing. There's a thing called Vegas calories. You eat what the fuck you want, they don't count. When you come back, then you that's it. That's what I did. I had a very small bowl of granola. I chased it down with this, and that's all I'm gonna eat until dinner. And I have no idea what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. It's so hot here and it's so humid. I'm gonna go put my air conditioning in, but I'm just blessed to have 41 years on this earth. Hold on again. And I'm just so glad, I'm just so glad that you know, I'm here. My mom hopefully is looking down upon me and is proud. Some things that I did do this week she wouldn't be proud of. And it is what it is. But we have a breaking news. We have Adam Page's in ring return, and I'm going to share it with you. Continue. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, my nose is stuffy as fuck. He will be at the May 13th House Rules event. He will be. They you got late breaking news at the end of my at the end. I would just want to say thank you to everybody who has took it in the time out to wish me a happy birthday. This was my birthday show, and whenever either it's going to end up on it or around it. So if like next year, which is 2024, so it's going to skip. So I'm going to have my birthday on a Friday. So guess what? Friday will be. I want everybody to have a great Friday, have a great weekend. And whoever watches this that is a mom, a stepmom, a mother figure to a child or to a human being, you guys rock, you ladies rock, and I'm just so freaking proud to be part of this club. I've been a member for 17, almost 18 years, and I love every minute of it. It just sucks when it lands on my birthday. It sucks. I get screwed. Everybody says, "Oh, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day," and then in existence through my family, especially through my mom and whatnot. So it is what it is. But I love you all. Have a kick-ass weekend, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for Ring of Honor TV review. I love you all. You have a great day. Check you later. Bye bye.